It's Friday and the last day of March. We have a Women's History Month special wrap-up for you, scores from yesterday's Panther sports, and weekend birthdays all coming up next on the morning announcements.
Good morning, St. Mary's. I'm Colin.
And I'm Tommy.
And we begin this Friday morning with Student Life News. We are down to the final two shows of the acclaimed St. Mary's hit musical Grease. What better way to spend a Friday or Saturday night than to watch the two of us live on stage with a great cast. Shout out Rainey. Students, remember tickets are free for you, so go online and save your seat. Showtime is 7 p.m. Be there or be square.
And Izzy and Clara from Inclusive Community were scheduled to join us live in Studio B to wrap up Women's History Month. Instead, they took the Studio B out in the wild hallway of St. Joseph's and put together this special video.
Good morning, St. Mary's. To wrap up Women's History Month, we're going to end off with some interviews from some special guests.
We'd like to ask you what you've learned during Women's History Month.
Well, I haven't learned anything groundbreaking.
I learned about women that I was not aware of and the positive impact they've had on society, how they've helped move us forward in many different ways, and the impact they've had in a positive way on not just their lives and the people around them, but society as a whole.
What I have learned is that it's important to in our history department and English department to have women's experiences be prominently displayed, talked about, educated.
Who is a woman that you look up to or appreciate in your life?
Obviously, Miss Aman here. Look at her. She's a strong, fierce woman who just continues to inspire students and me.
And how do you appreciate the women in your life?
My wife and my daughter are the closest women in my life, and my mother. I'm still blessed to have them. I suppose I don't stop and think about appreciating them enough. They are my purpose, my primary purpose.
So mine would be Miss McConnell, my office buddy / neighbor, who's just always super inspirational and just super helpful and just a beacon of like bright light for not just me, but like I think everyone who encounters her.
And these are our special friends that
Very cute.
They communicate without saying words sometimes.
Yes.
When we see these, we know.
We know.
I would say I appreciate all the women in my family.
I guess I can say my mom.
I say my mom because she's like the baddest. She's so cool.
I'd say my mom too. She like helps me out in times of need, you know what I mean?
My mom and my grandma.
My mother.
My grandma, because she worked so hard and she came to this country with almost nothing and she worked so hard to get where she was today.
I look up to my mom because she's really inspiring.
I also look up to my mom because she's always been there for me.
My mom. My mom. My sister.
I have two sisters, my grandmothers, my aunts, my nieces, and of course my wife.
Nicki Minaj.
Juniors and seniors, prom tickets will be sold today at A Block for $140. Stop by and get your tickets early before the price increases. Prom is 4 weeks from tomorrow. And before I send it over to Studio B, quick shout out for Bronwyn and Sophie, who are also in the studio here today. Can't forget about them. And now we have Rainey with our yay for the day.
I'm Rainey from Inclusive Community, and this is your yay for the day. A Cherokee woman determined not to let the pandemic get her down began running or walking a 5K every day for 100 days. Through lockdowns and beyond, May Dean Erb kept on running until she completed her 1,000th 5K on March 8th, 2 months short of her 80th birthday. I don't know how she managed to do a 5K walk or run every single day for the last 1,000 days, but she did, Erb's daughter Julie Erb Alvarez told GNN. Her milestone was celebrated by a gathering of friends and family, even some virtually. She is our hero. A member of the Cherokee Nation, Erb lives with her husband of 56 years, Jim Erb, in a rural town called Black Gum near her hometown of Vane, Oklahoma. It's just something you should do for yourself and your family. And when you have a 4-year-old grandson, you want to stay young enough to pick him up and run with him and catch him if he's going in the wrong direction. She often runs and walks with her friends, who note that going out for a walk doesn't even feel like a walk anymore unless it's 5K. Julie notes that May has become an inspiration to the whole community, not least to herself, who wants to be just like her mom when she reaches her golden years. Happy Friday. Now back to announcements.
Thank you, Rainey, and CSF forms are available on PowerSchool for your T2 grades. Please submit your form along with a screenshot of your grades to Ms. McManus by 3 p.m. today, just a little over 5 hours away. If you have any questions, please see Ms. McManus.
Let's head down to the library and Mr. Thomas about a special drive that starts on Monday.
Hi Panthers, I'm here to tell you about our annual Lenten book drive and book swap for the Prisoners Literature Project that will take place in the library from Monday, April 3rd to Thursday, April 6th. Starting on Monday, there'll be boxes in the library for students, parents, and community members to deposit any books they would like to donate. You're also welcome to look through these boxes to see if there are any books that you'd like to exchange. This is a great opportunity for upperclassmen to give lowerclassmen their gently used textbooks. Please understand that this is not an occasion to get rid of damaged books. In the words of the Prisoners Literature Project, think about your possible donation this way. If you think a bookstore would buy the books from you, then they may be the right condition to donate to the Prisoners Literature Project. If you don't have any books to donate, but you'd still like to help people who are incarcerated, you can buy books from the PLP Amazon wish list at bit.ly, that's a bit.ly, bit.ly/PLP wish list, or scan the QR code on any of the flyers around campus, in your email, or in the library website. The books on the wish list have been especially requested by individuals in prison. Books that are left over by Thursday and accepted by PLP, along with the books that are bought directly from the PLP wish list, will be donated to people imprisoned all over the country. We remember Luke 23:42. Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come to your kingdom." He replied to him, "Amen, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise." Thank you.
And if you are participating in the cleanup of the Marin Circle and Fountain area on this Saturday, you must pick up a waiver from Miss McCormick in the sacristy. If it rains, it will be canceled. Work begins at 8:15 a.m.
And now here's Archie with your Panther Athletics.
Some high-scoring matches yesterday at intramural soccer with the two senior-led teams pulling out dominant victories. The Brothers, led by Gideon's fancy footwork, defeated the sophomore squad 6-3. In the late game, the senior-led squad by ankle breaker Raul, don't know about that one, knocked off former St. Mary's superstars Mr. Riccardi and Mr. Mosquito 4-1. We finish out this week's action today in the gym at lunch. Come see some great soccer. Congratulations to the boys. Congratulations to the boys tennis team on defeating a tough El Cerrito Gauchos team by a score of 4-3. EC won all three singles matches, but our Panthers came back to win at number 4 singles and all of their doubles matches. Shout out to the doubles 1, Etienne Shafee and Colin Kies, and doubles 2, Declan Zuber and Simon Murphy for clinching the victory. Yesterday, the Titans of Hercules High fell to St. Mary's at a cold Tilden Park golf course. Our Panthers were led by seniors Marlon Jones, even par score of 35, and Neil Lavelle's 2-over round of 37. St. Mary's remains atop the TCAL standings, moving their record to 5-0. It's a busy Saturday, and our first event is just a few hours away. Oh, Friday. 4 members of the varsity track and field are participating in the Stanford Invitational, and they have an 11:55 a.m. early dismissal. Both swim and dive and varsity baseball are at Albany this afternoon, while softball hosts Albany here at Brady Park. Finally, boys volleyball hosts Richmond at a special time. That's it for sports. Now back to Colin and Tommy.
Thanks, Arjun, and a very happy birthday today to Aaliyah Bowers.
And Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, man, you're going to give us a test on your birthday? Dude, come on.
And this weekend to Stephanie Espinoza.
Nathan Peeler.
And Joaquin Tarango.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish you happy birthday so we can party too. Hooray!
Street food baskets and global bowls with mac and cheese headline today's menu over in the Shea Cafe.
And that's it for today. Have a great weekend, St. Mary's, and don't forget, Grease is the word.
Grease is the word.